Everyone, the body has muscles on all sides, right? Actually, we have over 600 muscles. Don't make it too complicated, just simplify it. Imagine your brother-in-law standing there like a utility pole. And when this utility pole is fixed to the ground, it has ropes pulling it from the front, back, left, and right. These are the ropes on the sides. And these are the ropes in the front and back. Now, if the position of this utility pole is incorrect and I want to move it, I need to lay it down first. Now, if I want to lay this utility pole directly backward, how can I make it fall backward during the process? For example, someone pulls the rope from the back, while another person in the front slowly releases the rope, working together. Further back, at the beginning, when it's upright and I pull from the back, it doesn't fall backward immediately. Once it starts to fall backward, I don't need to pull from the back anymore, because gravity will make it fall on its own, right? At this point, it's mainly the person in the front who needs to slowly release the rope, correct? Our head works the same way. When your head is not in a neutral position and moves behind the midline, the muscles at the back don't need to exert force anymore because the weight of your head will make it fall on its own. So at this point, what happens if I only pull the rope in the front? Will it fall to the left rear or the right rear? It might, right? Because if I only pull the front, it could fall to the left rear or the right rear. So to make it fall precisely backward before I slowly release the rope in the front, I first tighten both sides. And after tightening both sides, I pull and start from the back. Then slowly release the front. Won't it fall precisely backward? Well, the working principle of our spinal joints is exactly the same as this. Don't think that when I tilt my head back, it's just the muscles at the back contracting to pull it back. It's not like that. You need the muscles on both sides to tighten first, then the muscles at the back contract, initiating the eccentric control of the muscles at the front, slowly controlling the speed. This way, you can precisely tilt your head back. If the muscles on both sides are not tightened during the process of tilting back, it becomes unstable and may tilt to the left rear or right rear. At this point, the receptors around the cervical spine will gather these signals and send them to the brain. After the brain processes this information, it receives the signal. Oh, boss, my neck is unstable. It's not tilting straight back, it's tilting to the left rear. Then, after the brain makes this judgment, it will tighten all around the neck. Although it is very clever, it lacks wisdom, meaning it cannot precisely tighten the muscles in a specific area. For example, when you are standing on the ground, your whole body is relaxed. Now, as it gets colder and in a few days the river or lake will freeze, you're unsure if it can support you. So when you walk cautiously on it, if your feet start to slip, your brain doesn't just tighten the muscles in your feet, it tightens all the muscles in your body, right? When you're on a slippery surface, for example, if someone has just mopped the floor and it's very slippery, when you walk cautiously, your whole body is tense, and the same goes for your cervical spine. When it receives signals of instability, it doesn't just tighten the weak muscles, it tightens all around your neck. When your neck tightens all around, it includes the muscles in the front, which need to stretch when you tilt your head back. As a result, they tighten so you can't tilt your head back. In such cases, it becomes a problem for anyone who has issues with lowering or raising their head. Often it's because the ropes on both sides aren't tightened, meaning if there's pain or limited function when lowering or raising the head, you should check both sides. If there's an issue with lateral bending or rotation, for example, if I want to tilt this pole to the left, similarly, I need to tighten the front and back first, then contract the left side and control the speed with the right side to manage the descent speed so it can tilt to the left, right? So, when someone has issues with left and right movements, it's because the front and back are too loose. And when there are issues with front and back movements, it's because the sides are too loose, according to this theory. What does the whole spine mean? Very good. If I bend forward and can't touch the ground, it may not be because the back is tense and pulled, but it may be that the sides are too loose, so he can't touch the ground when he bends forward. Do you understand? When bending forward to touch the ground, am I not holding the back to help slow down, right? Both sides need to be stable so that you don't bend to the left front or right front, but directly forward, correct? So many people don't understand this principle. If they can't bend forward, it often shows as tightness in the back of the thighs and the popliteal fossa, right? So they desperately stretch and pull, pressing every day. And then, using a fascia gun to relax, you might actually just be activating the muscles on the side of the spine, and then they can immediately bend down. That's the principle. But if you don't know it, you'll always be working in the opposite direction. Especially in yoga studios, how many people, when they first start experiencing yoga, can't do a downward dog pose? Their whole body can't bend forward, so they are made to stretch every day, lying there while someone helps them stretch. Actually, that's not the case. Doing so will make them even more disjointed. For most people who sit for long periods, the sides of their spine have already become unstable. Once you improve their stability, their flexibility will naturally improve.